The Shadow was released in 1994. This is directed by Russell Mulcahy, written by David Cobb, based on The Shadow by Walter B. Gibson. And we have a cast including Alec Baldwin, John Lohan, Penelope Ann Miller, Peter Boyle, Ian McKellen, Tim Curry. It's because of Peter Boyle that I became aware of this, and I read the description and thought I'm probably not going to enjoy this. And unfortunately, I was correct. I did not like this. That's not necessarily because it's a bad film. I guess it's okay. There are some aspects I can praise, but the story didn't really appeal to me. It's about a character called the Shadow, and the Shadow is fighting against his nemesis, and his nemesis is building a bomb. And that's basically it. There's a bit more substance to it. The narrative generally does have a lot going for it. It's actually quite a busy film, but none of it really appealed to me. I just didn't care about the story at all, but I am willing to admit that it's probably down to personal preference more than anything else. I just couldn't really get into this. However, as I said, there are things that I can praise, things that I still enjoyed. First of all, the performances are very good. The character of the Shadow, he seems quite well written. His name's Lamont Cranston, and, well, his other name is Lamont Cranston, and yeah, I don't mind the character. I wouldn't immediately rush out to watch other films about the Shadow, if there even are any, but I didn't mind the character. The performances are good, the camera work's good, the technical aspects are all pretty satisfying. So I wouldn't say I hated every second of this, but there wasn't really enough in this to keep me engaged, to keep me watching. Well, I kept watching, but there wasn't enough to keep me entertained or to make me particularly interested in what was happening. So for me, it just didn't really deliver anything interesting, but there are, as I've mentioned, things that are worth praising. It also has a really solid cast. Do I recommend it? I feel like my recommendation doesn't mean very much with this one, or my lack thereof, whatever conclusion I would come to. If, like me, it doesn't sound like your kind of film, then I'd say it might not be worth watching unless you have a specific reason to, such as somebody in the cast. But if it does sound like your kind of film, then I think it could deliver. It could be an interesting experience, but take that recommendation with a pinch of salt. I didn't enjoy it. Not necessarily the film's fault. There are some aspects that I think were well done, but not enough to save the film for me. The Shadow might be an okay experience if you're definitely the target audience, but unfortunately, despite the great cast, I watched it for Peter Boyle. Alec Baldwin's great in it. Despite that, it just wasn't enough to ultimately, for me, be a really enjoyable experience. It was watchable at best for me, and I just didn't really care for it.